Welcome to USMLEFasttrack.com. The section we're going to talk about today is from First Aid for the USMLE Step 1, 2013 edition.
Page 220. Disease conditions associated with neoplasms. What neoplasm is Down syndrome associated with? Down syndrome is associated with acute lymphocytic leukemia, also known as ALL, as well as acute myelogenous leukemia, AML. What neoplasm is xeroderma pigmentosum and albinism associated with? Xeroderma pigmentosum and albinism is associated with melanoma, basal cell carcinoma, and especially squamous cell carcinoma of the skin. What neoplasm is chronic atrophic gastritis, pernicious anemia, and post-surgical gastric remanence associated with? Chronic atrophic gastritis, pernicious anemia, and post-surgical gastric remanence are all associated with gastric adenocarcinoma. What clinical features are observed in tuberous sclerosis? The features of tuberous sclerosis include facial angiofibroma, seizures, and mental retardation. What neoplasms are associated with tuberous sclerosis? The neoplasm associated with tuberous sclerosis includes giant cell astrocytoma, renal angiomyolipoma, and cardiac rhabdomyomas. What is actinic keratosis? Actinic keratosis is an overgrowth of skin layer resulting from extended exposure to the sun. What neoplasm is associated with actinic keratosis? The neoplasm associated with actinic keratosis is squamous cell carcinoma of the skin. What is Barrett's esophagus? Barrett's esophagus is a disorder in which the lining of the esophagus is damaged by stomach acid, and this causes the cells in the lining of the esophagus to change similar to that of the stomach. So Barrett's esophagus occurs due to chronic GI reflux. What neoplasm is associated with Barrett's esophagus? The neoplasm associated with Barrett's esophagus is esophageal adenocarcinoma. What is Plummer-Vinson syndrome? Plummer-Vinson syndrome is a condition that can occur in people with long-term chronic iron deficiency anemia, and people with Plummer-Vinson syndrome have difficulty swallowing due to small, thin growth of tissue that blocks the upper food pipe. What neoplasm is associated with Plummer-Vinson syndrome? The neoplasm associated with Plummer-Vinson syndrome is squamous cell carcinoma of the esophagus. What neoplasm can occur due to cirrhosis caused by alcohol or hepatitis B or C? In cases of cirrhosis caused by alcohol or hepatitis B or C, the neoplasm that can occur is hepatocellular carcinoma. What neoplasm is associated with ulcerative colitis? The neoplasm associated with ulcerative colitis is colonic adenocarcinoma. What neoplasm is associated with Paget's disease of the bone? The neoplasm associated with Paget's disease of the bone is secondary osteosarcoma and fibrosarcoma. What neoplasm can occur in chronic immunodeficiency states? In chronic immunodeficiency states, the neoplasm that can occur is malignant lymphomas. What neoplasms are associated with AIDS? Neoplasms associated with AIDS include aggressive malignant lymphomas, the non-Hodgkin's kind, and Kaposi sarcoma. What neoplasms are associated with autoimmune disease such as Hashimoto's thyroiditis and myasthenia gravis? The neoplasms associated with autoimmune diseases such as Hashimoto's thyroiditis and myasthenia gravis are lymphomas. What is acanthosis nigricans? Acanthosis nigricans is a skin disorder in which there is darker, thick, and velvety skin in body folds and creases. What neoplasm is associated with acanthosis nigricans? The neoplasms associated with acanthosis nigricans are visceral malignancies of the stomach, lung, and the uterus. What neoplasm is associated with dysplastic nevus? The neoplasm associated with dysplastic nevus is malignant melanomas. What neoplasms are associated with radiation exposure? In case of radiation exposure, the neoplasms that are associated with this includes leukemias, sarcoma, papillary thyroid cancer, and breast cancer.
For more information on this topic, click on the link in the description section below. For a full USMLE Step 1 review, be sure to check us out at USMLEFasttrack.com, where we help you review the entire first aid for the USMLE Step 1 with high quality videos and hundreds of detailed pictures for a better understanding of the material. So to learn from the best USMLE review book, be sure to check us out at usmlefasttrack.com.